How long have you been in the mortgage type of business? How long have you been doing this?
I worked at a real estate company in my hometown of Taylorsville for a real estate office. I even got my real estate license there for a brief moment, but I was a single mom and I was like, I'm not sure that I can do this.
We've been talking a lot about buyers and stuff, but what are some common misunderstandings that sellers need to probably know?
KHC works with about 88 approved lenders across the state and over 500 loan officers. So we aren't your first stop. We are not who you're going to come to directly for the loan.
And hello, podcast world. This is Chris Robinson, your host, along with
Teresa Graham.
Chris Taylor.
and we are the Dreams and Keys team at Seminole Realtors in Louisville, Kentucky. Today, we're getting some KHC information from Miss K. Smith. So give Miss K. Smith a hand.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
So, KHC. What is KHC?
What is KHC? So KHC stands for Kentucky Housing Corporation. We are your state housing finance agency. So our mission at KHC is to provide affordable housing options that are safe for all Kentuckians. So we do that by working with a network of approved lenders who offer our products, and we get people into homes.
Okay. So let's get personal for a second. How long have you been in the mortgage type of business? How long have you been doing this?
I have been with Kentucky Housing for 6.5 years. Prior to that, I dipped my feet in very quickly into the hospitality industry. But before that, I worked at a real estate company in my hometown of Taylorsville for a real estate office. I even got my real estate license there for a brief moment. But I was a single mom, and I was like, I'm not sure that I can do this right now in my time frame. So, and I'd love to tell you how I got on at KHC.
We're listening.
Yes. You listening? Because it kind of is a little bit of a full circle moment. Like I said, I was a single mom, and I was working in Taylorsville, and I wanted to buy a home. My broker knew about KHC products. I worked with a local lender that I went to high school with, and he knew about KHC products. So I actually bought my first home through KHC, which I probably would not have been able to do without KHC's assistance. The memory, and I meant to bring the picture with me today because I love sharing it, but the memory of driving up the driveway in my house in Taylorsville with my 2-year-old daughter in the background was just a memory you don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
You don't forget. So,
So you was a single parent at the time when you bought your first house?
I was, yes.
Okay.
So I started stalking KHC's career page. I did. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I checked it weekly to find something that I thought maybe I could fit into. Because like I said, I kind of dipped my toes in hospitality, and it just wasn't for me.
So when you say hospitality, like, were you like
A server,
bartender, cocktail waitress, bottle girl, like what?
Gosh, that sounds much more cool than what I did. No, I was a sales manager, so I would help get like events into the hotel to sell room nights and plan those events. And
okay.
So I mean, what I do now, it all kind
so
of
like if it was a
sense.
wedding comes to a hotel, you schedule it.
Exactly.
And, okay.
Exactly.
So why did you get out of hospitality?
That's a loaded question. It just wasn't for me. I wasn't selling something I believed in fully as far as their guidelines and whatnot.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be honest with you. The hotel I worked for went through 3 management changes in a year. Your job was always sort of on the line. And again, still a single mom trying to have a good enough income to sustain the house that I just bought and whatnot. So I had to kind of pivot and reset.
I got you. Okay. So fast forward, you were stalking KHC.
I was guilty as charged.
So what position came up?
So I actually got hired on as a mortgage business specialist. So I was still in the single family mortgage lending side of things, but I was behind the scenes working on our LOS system. I was kind of your point of contact if you had any system issues.
Okay.
So were you still a real estate agent too, or you just...
No, I had put my license in escrow.
Okay, you put in escrow. Okay. So are you still in that position now, or have you moved around in the company, or?
So that's where it kind of comes full circle. So I was at KHC about a year, and this position, which essentially I have a nice big title, mortgage production administrator, but business development is mostly what I do.
Okay.
So now I get to travel around the state, and I talk to real estate agents, I talk to lenders, I talk to first-time home buyers about the benefits of KHC. I'm spreading the awareness because I work here. Yes, I get paid to do what I do, but I'm also a product of KHC, and where you can start here but get here, and so that's why I say it's full circle.
So KHC, right? Is it a government backed? Is this private, or what? What type of
Yes.
organization is this?
So we are government backed.
Is it state or fed?
It could be a little bit mix of both.
Okay. So who do the bosses answer to? Do they answer to Bashir, or?
Bashir some, but we have an executive board.
Okay. And so how does all of that work? So you get the funding from the state and then you distribute it out to clients, or?
The funding can come from different sources, so I can't really speak on what source comes from what
Gotcha.
specifically. But yeah, as far as our DAP loans go, that's continuously funding, because the more we loan the money and they start paying it back, it kind of regenerates itself back
Okay.
up.
What's a DAP loan?
A DAP loan, that's a good question. That's a down payment assistance. That's essentially what we're known for in my department. KHC is huge, so what we're speaking about today is more single family focused, but so we have the down payment assistance loan.
So is that the only program that you offer, is the down payment assistance, or is it other stuff?
No, right now, so it can change, but right now, the continuously funded down payment assistance, but currently we have a closing cost grant, which is free money, $2,000 for the first 500 families. So funding is limited, could go very quickly.
So grant meaning they don't have to pay it
They
back?
don't have to pay it back. So
Okay, all
free $2,000.
Does that happen? Is this a first time for this, or does it happen periodically?
We have offered the closing cost grant in March for the last 3 years.
Okay.
We do like to, in March, we have our lender awards, which I think some of you guys were
I
there.
got to go.
Oh, yeah, party.
Yes. And we wanted to incorporate a lot of our partners, because we want you to see what we do and how we celebrate our lending partners. But we like to always have something to throw out around March when we host our lender awards.
Okay. And I had a great time.
Good. I'm really glad that you guys were
Yeah,
able to.
somebody was
We had team pictures that day, and I was late.
thank you, Kay.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna blame Kay on that.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
it's
take the
not
blame
Kay's
for
fault.
that.
Schedules conflict, things
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It was worth
But
it.
next year,
The viewers know Teresa, and they know what happened. That's all we gonna say. So I don't know. Anyway, so you said it's a limited amount of money that's going to the grants. So at this point, it's the middle of April, 2026. How many grants do you have left?
I think I just have about 300,000 left.
300,000 grants, or 300?
300,000 total out of the 1 million that we
Okay.
allocated for the closing cost grant.
So that would be how many clients potentially? It would be,
Yeah,
Get my calculator. We said,
What, maybe 150? Is that right?
hold on. One moment, everybody. 300,000 divided by 200? 2,000? Yeah, 150. 150
Oh, my
left.
math skills are
Good
still
Good
job.
job.
good.
Yeah, so we got 150 people that could potentially throughout, and this is throughout all, how many counties in Kentucky?
120 counties in the state of Kentucky.
And if for you all that did not know, Dreams the Keys team services up to around 20 to 30 counties. We travel. But anyway, so you said out of the 150, there's 150 left, 150 counties. And okay. And how fast do they usually go? Like, is it like
Very
once
fast.
something's under contract is pretty?
Yeah, pretty fast. I'm shocked we still have some, to be
Okay.
honest with you. I wouldn't imagine we will have it too much longer. I guess I want to say about a month and a half is about average over the last 2 years.
And I seen like over time, like KHC is, since I've been an agent, KHC has kind of like increased the amount. Because I remember like in the beginning, like when I started, it was like a 7,500, then went like to 85, and
So yes,
that-
for the down payment assistance, I got hired on at KHC in 2020, right before the pandemic hit. We were doing 6,000.
right.
So we went from 6,000 and now we are at 12,500.
So is it because of inflation or is
Oh
it?
yeah, I mean everything that you all are seeing in the market, we see. They inflated home prices. I mean 6,000 wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Then we went up to 7,500, and that wasn't doing it. Then we went up to 10,000. That seemed good for a while. But again, those home prices just kept rising. So then we did a little test run with the 12.5. We announced it in August of last year and said it was temporary. And the need for it was strong, so we were able to keep that. We did have to modify the terms a little bit. At KHC, we do want to keep everything affordable. So we went from a 10-year term DAP loan to a 15-year term. So it is a second mortgage, repayable over 15 years. The interest rate still remains affordable at 4.75, which is good.
Okay, that's good. So instead of 10 years, it's 15,
Correct.
and then it's 4.75 on the 10,000 portion, right?
No, so the 10,000 no longer exists. It's just the 12.5.
So where does it? So with the grant, is it 15,000 or is
The
it
grant is 2,000.
right? So how does that break down with what KHC is offering? Like the grant, is the grant 12 plus the 2, or how's that all of that
Yeah,
work?
so essentially, you can pair our down payment assistance, the 12.5, tack on that grant, so now you've got 14.5 to work with.
Oh, okay.
You can even go full circle. You can pair Louisville Metro has down payment assistance fund. I can pair with them, stack those dollars. Welcome Home Funds, the 20,000s, you could pair with that and continue.
Revert.
Just keep stacking those dollars.
Okay.
We are pretty lenient about that. As long as we can remain the second lien position, then we will work with the other cities and other assistance programs.
Can you explain to the listeners what lien position means?
So when you get a mortgage, you get a lien on the property saying, if you don't pay for that mortgage, we're going to take the property. So the second lien is essentially the same thing, but now you have two creditors.
Okay. And then if someone defaults, then it'll go into foreclosure, and then after, I guess, the mortgage company gets their money, then you'll fall in line behind them.
Yes.
Okay. Chris, anything? Chris is happy to be here, man.
Well-
First time Chris has been on the
Yes,
pod.
he's always
Usually he behind the
behind the
camera.
scenes.
Are you
Usually he be like texting me like, hurry up.
Yeah. I'm more of a director.
Right.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go back to 2020 when you had mentioned that you all had 6,000. My mother was one of those people who were gifted that 6,000.
All right, mama. Yeah, mama.
Yep. Shout out to Janice. But she's thinking about selling her home now. And I had gotten in a conversation with her about if she does sell, you all would be one of those creditors that would be getting paid up front. And she doesn't seem to think that is the case. So can you kind of touch bases on if you...
Can you let mama know?
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if she's still outstanding on the DAP loan, it will become payable at the time of sale.
But it's going to be prorated, right? You're not going to ask for the original amount.
They've been paying on it the same way they pay on their first mortgage. So
Right.
they're paying 90. Well, it depends. Like if now at the 12.5, the maximum monthly payment for that's $97.23. So
Sure.
I can't speak on exactly your mom's situation and monthly payment there, but I mean, yes, it will have to be paid off in order to sell the loan. It's the same thing as the first mortgage, essentially. Like
Yeah.
both people have to be paid when the sale of the home happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And whatever is owed at the time of sale.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, like, it's not the original amount.
No. I mean, you said 2020. I mean, she's probably paid it down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably, because probably at that time it was a
10-year
10-year
term. Mhm.
Yeah, so she's halfway through.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 So it shouldn't be too bad.
So is there an early payment penalty? Like,
No,
let's
there
say
is
somebody
not.
gets a good job and or somebody comes into a windfall of cash, can they pay that off? So they
Yeah, absolutely. There's no
Okay.
penalty there for that.
Yeah.
Now, and I will say this because you just kind of brought up, your mom thinking about selling. My example when I had my KHC loan is my husband wanted to keep my house and rent it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we can't do that. And he was like, why? I'm like, because I have a KHC loan, and a KHC loan does have to be owner occupied. So I could not have turned it into a rental unless I refied it.
Okay.
So that's kind of something to, I'm targeting first time home buyers with my products, but for some home buyers, they grow up and they're ready to move out. And sometimes those starter homes make good rental properties.
Right.
That is just one little caveat that it does have to remain owner occupied.
So with KHC, can you, like, let's say I purchase a house, I use KHC funds, I'm in the house for 10, 15 years, I pay off KHC, I'm looking to purchase another house or upgrade or downgrade, what have you. Can you come back to KHC to get funding, or is this just a one-time thing?
That's a really great question. So that is probably a big misconception about KHC is that we will only do first time home buyers. That's not true. I will say, I'll give you 90% of last year was first time home buyers. So our programs are definitely targeted more for first time home buyers, but we will do repeat home buyers. Life happens, okay? You could get yourself in a sticky situation and you are back to square one and you need money to help close on a loan. So yeah, you could come back through KHC. It depends on the loan program, but yeah.
What if a person was thinking about selling their house and they are keeping their house as a rental? They were thinking about it. And they wanted just to pay off the KHC part. Can they rent it then?
Well, I mean, at that point, it wouldn't be a loan because if they paid off KHC, because I'm going to have the first mortgage too. I'm not just going to have the debt.
Okay.
I
I
have
thought
to have the first mortgage
yours
as well.
was totally a second mortgage over to the side.
No, so you have to go through KHC with the first mortgage in order to receive the down payment
Okay.
assistance.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you paid off the house in its total,
Well,
then
no.
you can rent it out. But
No, I was thinking about the 4.99% loan that way.
yeah,
So will it always be 4.?
7.5. That changed when we switched the term. So it doesn't change very often. It's not like your first mortgage rate where your rates are changing. I mean, I think the down payment rate has changed twice in 6 years. So it doesn't change often.
So do people apply when, like, when I tell my first time home buyers that may not have the funds for down payment assistance or for down payment to get assistance, what's like the application process? Is it similar to a mortgage application? Are you gonna pull their credit? Because a lot of people like, I don't want you to pull my credit and blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
or do you let the lender that you have a relationship with contact you all and send the information that way? How does that work?
So KHC works with about 88 approved lenders across the state and over 500 loan officers. So we aren't your first stop. We are not who you're going to come to directly for the loan. You are going to work with a lender. The process is exactly the same as it is with any other investor. We're still going to need to check credit, income, fill out, I need to know how much, so your bank statements. Nothing is really different outside of going with a different investor. It's the same thing. We still need to, you will need a pre-qual letter from the lender in order for you all to show them a house. So nothing really changes there. They would need to find an approved lender. And I will say our approved lenders are all on our website at kyhousing.org. The quick links at the top, you'll just do find a KHC approved lender, and you will see a full list.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Are there, and you know, you don't have to answer. You can say, I plead the fifth.
I have a feeling I'm already going to be putting that.
Exactly.
Hey, it's an angry realtor. We're going to get down and we're going to get to it.
Yeah.
So is there some lenders that you like,
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
so everybody's been on their shit
Yeah.
for the most part?
Yeah, and if they're not on their, then it's on me.
Okay.
Because I trained them. You know, so.
I got you. So y'all have these approved lenders, and it's more so like they go through the training, they know what it is. Has it been a situation where a lender has been like, or, you know, you all have parted ways? Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are situations like we have, you know, a minimum amount of production that we would like to see our lenders meet.
Okay.
We have some requirements.
So if they're
of
not
our
pushing your
lenders.
product, you're kind of like, hey, you only did 2 of these this year.
You know, and I wouldn't even say that because I feel like we have been very lenient and flexible. You know, this is a really tough market that we're working in right now.
Yes, it is.
So it's not like we're like, you didn't do that, bye. You know, it's definitely not like that.
Right.
But we do have an expectation of our lenders. And if they're not producing KHC loans, our main concern is,
Why
what do we
not?
need to do?
Yeah.
Like, because there is a need for it. There's
Right.
a need for
Yes,
the
it
down
is.
payment.
Yes, it is.
So, do you want us to come out and meet with your real estate partners? Do you want to do a one-on-one training? What is it that is keeping you from it? Is it my system? If it's my system, let's walk through it together. Let's
Okay.
find a way.
That's good. So on an average, I don't know if I asked you this, but on an average, how many closings do you all do a year for home buyers?
So last year we did a little over 3,000.
Nice.
That's a lot.
It is
very good.
really
That's
good.
very good.
And 90% of those were first-time homebuyers. So that makes me excited too, because right now it's hard for anybody in this industry, any buyer. But for our first-time homebuyers, it's nearly impossible. It feels like.
Do you all work with like builders? Because I know builders have their own situation with lenders. So has it been a situation where y'all work with like a Fisher Homes or Arbor Homes where they use your services along with their preferred lender?
So again, I'm only going to speak on behalf of single families department. I have lenders that are partnered with Fisher Homes.
Okay.
And they can, you know, if it fits within my guidelines, I don't have an issue with it. Do we work directly with them in my department? Not necessarily, no.
Okay. So it's more so like existing properties.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll do new construction. I'm not going to do a construction loan, but it'll be permanent financing.
Now, do you all do rehabs?
We don't right now.
Ooh. So what's the qualification for the property? Like it has to be a single family? Can it be a duplex? Like what?
Yeah, that's a good question. So in December of 2025, so very recent, we expanded our property guidelines to include duplexes.
Okay.
The thought behind that was, you know, again, market, getting these, if we can get somebody into a duplex where they can generate income by renting out the other half, that would be good. KHC's never allowed that.
Wow.
So that was huge. We are now allowing accessory dwelling units. I mean, are you guys seeing a lot of those in this area? ADUs, like a mom-in-law suite, renting out the basement, kind of a situation?
I have someone building a house and they're supposed to have like the basement level for their parents. So
So
I
that
see
would
it.
be considered
because a
like,
lot of people don't want to. I mean, a lot of elderly people don't want to go to like a nursing home.
sure.
You know, they rather have if a family member, and then that's, you know, if you're married, that's shit. That's another problem. But because you know, you got to get both sides to agree. You know what I'm saying? I have a relative right now. I think she's getting a divorce because her father had to move in with her, and I don't think her husband
really
was
worked
jigging
out?
with it. You know,
That's
so I
tough.
hope they work it out. You know, it's just a you know family rumor. Sorry, y'all, but yeah, you know, some things work out, some don't.
Sure.
But I get what you're saying, like having a space for a relative or a cousin or whatever that can stay with you. But are they? I guess with that type of situation, can they pay? Are they allowed to pay? Or
Yeah, if you can generate income.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you're necessarily asking for income from mom living in the basement, but you know, if you rent it out to
I wouldn't charge your
a
mom,
friend,
by the way.
yeah, we can't go on here saying we charge my mom. She might watch this.
That's right.
Is there a limit on the loan amount that somebody can get with getting down payment assistance?
There is, and I'm just curious if you guys want to take a guess of what that could be.
Limit on what's the question?
The maximum purchase price limit for Kentucky Housing.
I think y'all under 5, right?
300,000.
Is it 5?
It is 544 232.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
540.
So you
because
know,
of inflation of houses.
Crazy.
now I'm going to be honest with you. We're not seeing loans that high.
Yeah.
I believe our average loan amount
Probably
last
like
year was
300.
like no, it was 198, I believe.
Really?
Okay.
Average purchase price of our homes last year were about right at 2, a little over.
I mean, okay, so it's really going to be about, in my mind, I think it's going to be about how fiscally responsible the buyer is. Meaning, if somebody's ready to purchase a home, right, and they may be making 6 figures, but do they have a nest egg of cash, you know, to put that aside? So I could kind of see where you're not going to get a lot of people in the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 range using your services because most likely those people got the money to do the down payment.
Yeah.
But you may have some people that have just gotten into that money and may not have the money for down payment, but want to purchase that house.
Right.
Right? So that's just my train. What do you all think? You think it's
Yeah. I mean, 540 what?
544.
like when I started in the
That is-
business, like half of over. I'm sorry, my bad.
He definitely
Like, you don't shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
No.
Go ahead, continue. Go ahead, you got it. We on the
Well, I'm
podcast. That's
just
whatever. We're
saying
gonna have
that-
fun.
These people that's buying these houses probably don't even know about KHC.
I think a lot of people don't know about KHC.
Well, hopefully with the pot. See, I'm gonna be
This is
quiet.
why I love doing these things. I love talking to the real estate agents and stuff. You know, I teach a 3-hour CE class on this stuff.
And I got a certificate last year.
Yeah,
All right.
Teresa's been through my class. Have you too?
I have.
Yes.
You and a partner of yours,
Okay.
which you just had a baby. by
Baby
the way.
mama.
Miranda,
Shout
okay,
out,
yep.
baby mama.
Shout out, baby
Shout out
mama.
Miranda.
Who is baby mama?
She is my other teammate.
Yeah.
So we had our lender awards, and
That I was not invited to, but that's okay.
it'll be different for next year, okay? And we stood on stage and emceed the entire lender awards, and she went into labor at about 1 a.m.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, baby mama.
And
Yeah.
you all did great too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Amazing
very
job.
entertained.
I try to,
What?
spice it up.
Go
a
back to
little.
what you were saying, because we over here just we
I
talking
mean,
about baby mamas.
people
and,
that buy houses in that price range do not know about the money, because I feel like even if I just want to know like the qualifications, because is it I can't have any money in the bank, or this, you know how other programs try to regulate everything. How do you all regulate that? for somebody to even qualify for that amount of money?
So I'll start with the first thing is if the borrower has $20,000 in their savings account, I'm fine with it. A lot of other programs are not. You know, you can only have X amount. You know, I'm okay with it.
What about income?
Income, no, that's where I was going to pivot. Some of the qualifications to get into a KHC loan, I think people think it's really strict. We're not. We have very limited overlays. We are truly going to follow every agency. So we're going to follow what FHA says, what Rural Housing says, what VA says, what Fannie and Freddie, like those are the main guidelines. I am going to require at least a 620 credit score. Okay. And if they're looking to possibly go conventional, at least a 660.
Okay.
So that's one of my overlays.
What about VA and USDA?
So they will fall under the government, and I'll need 620.
620. What about income requirements?
Yes, so I do have income limits. It's going to be based on the loan program and the county that the property is located in. We say low to moderate income, that's who we serve. But when you see these income limits, you're kind of like, so secondary market, I'm going to use Jefferson County as an example. I feel like since that's where we are, the applicant's income cannot exceed $169,000. So think about that for a second.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, so I think a lot of people
Not in
think,
this economy. Gas is $5, man.
right, I know. I
It's
paid
a lot of
$5.48 for
money.
diesel the other day and was like, yeah.
Like, can we Zoom this podcast?
So 169,000 for secondary market, and then I have our mortgage revenue bond. So this is a special program that we offer too. It does have limited funding, but we've been offering it since July of 2023 and have not ran out of funding. But it is essentially where we buy tax-exempt bonds, so we can then offer a lower interest rate
Oh,
through the
okay,
mortgage
cool.
revenue bond. Those income restrictions are a little bit tighter, but we're looking at Jefferson County being at 97,000.
That's good.
I still
still
think
good.
that is very
That's
reasonable.
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
still good.
You know,
Definitely.
I mean, think about your first-time home buyers. They've just got out of college. They've just got their big kid job, and you know, if you come out making 97,000, then
You're
that's
doing
really
good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good.
Yes.
So the income restrictions are there. They are 100% there, but
Does it go by how many people's in your household?
so for secondary market, I just need to know applicant income. So
Okay.
those that are going on the loan. So my lenders can structure those depending on the situation, if it's tight income wise. And then the mortgage revenue bond, we call it household income, but truly I want to know who's going on the title.
Okay.
That's whose income I want to see.
Okay.
So the 97,000 was a 1 to 2 person household, and typically you're not seeing more than 2 go on a title.
So do you all help with, like, let's say they don't have the scores? Does KHC direct those clients to like credit repair?
So essentially,
y'all
you're
help
not
out with
coming
that?
straight to me. You're going through the lender. But I do make sure my lenders are aware that we do partner with HUD certified housing counselors. So we do have a relationship with them. We definitely recommend. I mean, I'm out here on the road all the time. Like, if you have a client that is not buyer ready today, educate them. Don't just send them out the door. Send them to, if it's credit. If you're not sure what they need to do to fix their credit, send them to a housing counselor. So, you know, sometimes there's free options. Sometimes there's online options. Whatever best fits your client, but don't let them leave without a piece of information to help them get closer the next time. Is
Right.
kind of my whole attitude about it.
I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think is like the biggest misconceptions with KHC?
The biggest misconception is Probably that it takes too long to close a loan with KHC.
That was one of my questions going to be, how long does it
Why
usually
does it take so long to close a loan with KHC?
Or does it?
Does it?
So if
We'll find out today on the Angry Realtor podcast.
And we have it on videotape.
Yeah, you are on
I
tape.
know.
This is your deposition.
So my average for last year from the time they locked it with me to close was 34 days. So you guys tell me, I mean, how does that compare?
That's long.
I mean, when you're getting $12,000, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I think it's kind of long.
But what about the 45-day people?
Now, and
Yeah,
I
if you're a
also-
45-day person, cool. But like, I mean, to me, the average should be 30, right?
But I'm just saying,
If you don't have any contingencies, because I got one that's just contingent upon another contingent,
there you
like
go.
for real. But for real, it's like 3 people selling houses and this person buying this house, and then I
Okay.
can't find this house.
Angry realtor.
Man,
I know.
Man.
That was going to be my question. Is,
So-
why are we calling this the Angry Realtor?
we call this for the world. We was talking about podcasts, and we was talking about names, and for whatever reason, everybody always, I mean, with me, I can't speak for everybody on the team, but everybody, I guess it's a playoff of the angry black man thing. So I was like,
Everybody thinks you're hostile. Or
yeah,
You're
I'm a very
He's
nice,
aggressive.
pleasant person.
He's aggressive to
I'm
people
aggressive.
that do not know him. They don't
Yeah,
understand
if you
the
ain't got your
personality.
shit to, it's just me talking. I guess it's a heart to heart. Now now everybody's opening up. But with me, I get the job done. Let's get it done.
Right.
You know, like I don't have time for penny pushers or people wasting people's time. Like let's get to where we need to get to. So the angry realtor kind of is a funny stick on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that with the angry realtor, what we want to do is be able to educate the consumers, educate the public and from a real perspective. We don't want to be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Everything is not going to be hunky-dory. This is life. We're in America. This is
100%.
life.
We have to be honest about it.
Right. So with the podcast, the reason why we came up with that name is just to, draw attention to people to come and watch and learn,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we came up with the name.
I like it. But I just had to know.
Yeah.
Why are we so angry?
And I am not angry. Listen, everybody.
He got a good heart, y'all.
I have
He
a good
does.
heart.
A
Yes, I
really
do.
good one. But
Amen.
don't let her out of Did we finish this?
Yeah, she tried to divert.
We got the 30. Didn't you?
It does look bad.
Good job. Yeah, what about that 34 days, though?
I love you, but we want to.
She was like, hey.
All right. Now that did look bad. I'll agree.
The next thing will be, didn't I see you last Saturday at the bar?
No, that looks bad. Okay, so 34 days is the average that we did last
Okay.
year. Now, there are 3 different types of relationships lenders can have with me.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is for the lenders. Y'all got to listen to this one.
Now, I'm just saying that each level can bring an added layer. So there are some lenders that I have that have been doing KHC for a long time, do a high amount of production, that have underwriters that have been thoroughly changed.
Hey, I will say before you get into it, I will say this. I stress this so much. Underwriting department is crucial when you're doing mortgage loans because the underwriting will fuck up a deal. They will fuck it up. I'm telling you. And then and this is why I tell all of my buyers, the faster you turn in the paperwork, the faster you close. Because once they're underwriting the part, they're like fucking like bloodhounds. If they see some wrong shit, they're gonna keep on digging, and then you're gonna delay your closing, and it's just gonna keep on going on forever. And then the thing is that I don't know if it's a communication gap between the underwriting, the loan officer, and the buyer, because a lot of times those people start getting discouraged. I done had a lot of
Right.
times where my buyers have been like, "Man, fuck this! I gotta go through all, you
Yeah.
prying into my personal business and
Right.
blah blah blah." And
Yeah, and then we kind of keep just poking the bear.
yeah,
Yeah. The biggest thing is we provide checklists at KHC. Just
Follow the
give me all your documents.
I also send out to my buyers my 10 commandments of do's and don'ts. Like for instance, like one of the 10 commandments is don't purchase a car, loan out money until after you close, because that's gonna mess up your DTI. Because people need to understand, like when you're going through that process, they're gonna run your credit close to closing again to see if you done anything.
And that's why you feel like at the end it's so stressful because
Oh,
they ready to close and they like, why do you keep asking for stuff?
Well, and I think just being transparent in the beginning
Yes.
is from the real estate agent, from the title companies, from the lenders up front. Like, we are going to need a lot of documents. We are going to be looking at A, B, and C. The quicker and you can get these to me, the quicker and more simple the process is going to be.
yes, ma'am.
And it goes for the buyer, the lender, it goes for everybody and that's in that, because it's not a one-man show in this industry. It takes all of us to make it happen. So
Yes.
we all have to be on, ready to go. But I think just being honest with them up front. Like, this can be drug out.
Yeah.
But the quicker you can get this stuff to me, the quicker I can do what I need to do, and the lender can do what they need to do, and so
Underwriting can do what they need
exactly,
to do.
yes.
Yeah. So you were saying,
The second layer.
yeah.
type
This,
stuff.
yeah.
We going.
That's what. Yeah, we ain't no more that money, buddy.
This is real interesting.
So the first layer is they're on their shit, right?
Yeah.
Second layer is
This is just different business relationships with us. So I have lenders that have been doing business with us for a long time that I don't see their loan till after it closes. I have given them full trust with underwriting and everything. There are some lenders that work with us that
Is this the second? We're talking about second layer. So what is this?
the second layer there is they do have an underwriter on staff, and they are going to make the credit decision for the loan, but KHC just wants to check it for compliance. So it is going to add, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's going to add about 3 to 4 extra days on average, okay?
Okay.
And then we have the last layer, and they do not have a D underwriter on staff. So therefore, my staff is underwriting the loan, and we are closing and funding the loan.
Okay.
Again, that could take an additional 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
And that's if I get things on my checklist.
You get your paperwork.
Yeah, get my
Now,
paperwork.
can the mortgage company and KHC, can they share information, or you have to get it separately if you're doing all the underwriting? You get what I'm saying?
No, all the information comes directly from the lender.
Okay.
They're going to upload the file to me, and then my underwriters are going to review it.
Gotcha. So when you were saying like your underwriting sometimes takes care of doing the underwriting part, will they get that information from the upload the information from the lender? Okay.
Yep.
So it's never been a situation like, hey, buyer, I need this from you.
No, no, we do not directly speak to the buyers.
Okay. Do y'all? I know sometimes you show up to closing, but you don't.
No, we don't show up to closing.
Oh, you don't? Okay. I know,
No,
like,
we're
like
the
Metro
investor.
shows up sometimes, like
Yeah.
in Louisville. Metro shows up sometimes, and then like Revert, they'll show up, take pictures. So you don't want to take no pictures.
No,
I mean, it's 3,000 people. It's 3,000 clients, so that's a lot of pictures.
Now, my marketing team loves to hear success stories.
Okay.
And we'll come out and interview your clients. And yeah, we do some of that. I guess I'm not showing up to every closing.
Gotcha.
That is a KHC loan.
That's 3,000. That's a lot of clothes.
I mean, I'd be busy, which would be a good thing. But yeah, if you guys have a story, it's going KHC, and it's a feel good story. we would love to come out and interview you as the real estate agent, the lender, and the borrower themselves.
And maybe bring them on the Angry Realtor
There
podcast.
you go.
But those awards, they were awesome. All of those people from all different places.
That's my favorite event because I spend all year traveling and seeing all these people, you know,
Yeah.
and finally one day they get to come to the same room and I get to talk to all of them. So it's a fun event.
Oh, so it was
Yeah.
buyers that was there too?
No, just
talking about the
lenders across the
lenders.
state.
Oh, different lenders.
And
Oh,
a
okay.
few select real estate agents.
Yeah, like I said, I ain't get one.
I did get a +1 invitation. I did get a
And we
+1
wouldn't
invitation.
and we wouldn't have had our photos that day.
And somebody was supposed to go with me, and he backed out as usual. So
Well, I wonder who that
We're going to the
Because I
next
showed
one.
up to
Look,
the pictures. I ain't
2027.
gonna lie, I gotta take my pictures. I gotta feel, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
was.
We had things
I
to do.
needed a new headshot.
Yeah.
but I got Ray Vine, so I was good with
Ray
Ray Vine.
Ray Vine. We love Ray Vine.
Yes. So, but I just was, I mean, it was so nice, and I loved the way they had a little theme where it was a recording of her and Melinda, and they were like the NCAA.
Yeah, like March
Was it March
Madness.
Madness? Okay, March
it was
Madness
so
thing.
good.
And it came right off of basketball season.
Yes.
My son plays basketball, and in my hometown, we have a wonderful team that broadcasts the games. So we come home, me and my husband, and watch the games. Sometimes he watches them a lot more than I do, but I was like, yeah, we can do this. I know what they say. Like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Just don't put the basketball in my hand.
It was good. It was really good.
Thank you.
So I mean, I know one person they got, did they get top in the state Stockton Mortgage?
Yes.
Which we had Terry.
She want
on
to
the
plug.
show.
We gonna plug the queen.
Yeah.
Terry Knott. She was winning those KHC awards.
Yes, she does such
She
a
got
great
didn't
job.
she get a lifetime achievement or something?
Yeah, she did. At our affordable housing conference, she was recognized, and
That's why she's the GOAT. We call her the motherfucking GOAT. That's right.
This is why I
said it.
can't send this to my aunt, because he
Well, just bleep it out.
curses so much that she's gonna be like, oh my.
Hey, blame it. I got to blame it on my uncle. That's another story for another time.
But
he cussed like a sailor.
But yeah, she is great. She's a great lender.
No, we love Terry.
She's
I
very
just talked to Terry
personable.
yesterday.
yeah, she called me yesterday, but we didn't connect.
I got to see her today.
Did you?
I did.
Yes, Terry does a great job. She has a true passion for it,
Mm-hmm.
and that shows through and through. So I love that.
Yeah.
Let me say this, because this is on my mind, it's on my heart.
God, is he gonna cry?
No. This has something to do with Terry. Let me tell y'all what happened before we wrap this up. And this is to all the buyers out there watching and listening. So I had a buyer contact me about a grant, right?
Okay.
And then I think they might have made too much to get the grant. So I tried to put them in contact with Terry. Terry calls me and was like, hey, she seemed kind of hostile. This person seemed kind of hostile. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, how you get my number, blah, blah, blah. When I specifically gave said buyer the lender's information and her information, and said that this person would be able to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to get to is this. Don't contact us if you're not serious.
Well,
I'm straight up. Like
Yeah.
it's these people are good at what they do, right? We're good at what we do. We care about our clients. And when someone is trying to reach out to help you, at the end of the day, Terry could be taking shots of tequila, doing, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever she could be doing. But
she could be retired if she
right,
wanted
she
to
could be retired. I mean, she could be doing something else, but she's doing this to help the people. We're doing this to help people. You know what I'm saying? The money's gonna come regardless, because you know we're gonna have buyers and sellers. The money's gonna come, and if you're good at what you do, which we are, we're very good at what we do. Look at the awards. But what I'm saying is, I guess this is my angry realtor rant. So
I see.
my point is that we're very good at what we do. We care about our clients. We want to make sure we get the job done. So if we're trying to connect you with good people,
Yeah.
don't dismay them or push them off. I'm like, why'd you call me? Or, we
Yeah.
calling you, and that's my alarm going off. Somebody, is that? I don't know. I thought I heard alarm. I'm sorry, but my point is that we want to deal with serious buyers, and if you're serious, we're gonna be 10 toes down. We're gonna help you achieve your American dream. All right. That's all I gotta say about that. But all right, we're towards the end.
Yeah. I had a question for you, though.
Oh, my bad.
Not so good. So, yeah, we've been talking a lot about buyers and stuff. But what are some common misunderstandings that sellers need to probably know when they're
Good question.
with KHC?
Yeah, that's a great question. The sellers need to know that a KHC buyer is no different than any other buyer. There's no difference there. They're going to go through the same steps that any other buyer is going to go through. They are not a weak buyer. I'll just put it that way. And sometimes I think we see KHC financing on the contract. We're like, that's going to fall through. That's not going to work. And that's just not true. So I would love sellers to look at that a little bit differently. Most of your first-time home buyers are going to take government loans. And how do you not see the struggle for these first-time home buyers? They need assistance. I'm here to tell you I needed assistance. If I was buying today, I might still need assistance. Like that, it's really hard right now.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Very tough.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the misconception about KHC in general, whether buying, selling, real estate agents is concerned, is we're not doing business like we did it 20 years ago. We've evolved too, and we've become more efficient as well. So give us another chance and push those loans, and we can show you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ready for the rapid fire?
These will probably make me nervous.
Because he's been acting angry, right?
I'm not angry. I am a
know.
very
He is
pleasant.
passionate.
You know what?
Yes.
No, it's all love here. First of all, thank you for coming.
Of course, thank you for having me.
5 questions. I'll let everybody get a question in. Teresa, you start since you've been jumping in my stuff the whole time, hurting my feelings and
You
stuff.
said rapid fire. I
know.
wasn't ready for that.
You ain't ready?
Go
Well,
ahead.
come back to me.
I just know she's taught me, even though I took the class last year, you taught me a few things sitting here that I didn't know. I mean, maybe it's hard to remember. It's so many programs out there, so it's hard to remember
it's a million
everything.
programs.
Yes.
But you just telling me, refreshing my memory, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because the more you in front of somebody, the more you gonna remember what they had to say and what they was talking about, you know?
Yes, 100%. I tell my real estate classes all the time. Like, I don't need you leaving here quoting income limits or anything like that. You have lenders, okay? I need you to know who my lenders are, how to get your clients to them, and my website, kyhousing.org. If that is all you take away from my class or from me, I'm content because I'm just trying to educate that we exist, there is assistance, and here's how you find it.
Gotcha.
How long has KHC been around?
9.
This is part of rapid fire, by the way.
Oh, is it? Is it 1976, I believe?
Wow.
Wow. And then at what point did they start in 1976 giving out those DPAs?
I can't give you an exact date, but it was quite a few years later that
Okay.
they started offering the DAP loan, but
Yeah.
I can't give you an exact date.
Okay.
And now I'm thinking it's 1974.
74?
Okay.
You know your
What-
stuff because you know around about.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think when we celebrate our 50th.
Okay.
I think 1974.
So y'all been around
Nice.
over 50 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
hmm
Wow.
Yep. We were actually started by May Street Kid. Do you guys recognize that
Yes.
name?
Yes.
No.
She was a Kentucky legislator, and she helped pass the bill to have affordable housing options, which opened KHC in general.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was pivotal to why we are here and why we still exist.
Nice.
19.
19.
Last two questions. You got one? All right.
I have
Where
a
can-
dog, a cat.
Where can people find more information on KHC?
Definitely go to my website, kyhousing.org. You can always reach out to me as well. My email is the letter K Smith at kyhousing.org. And then go to my website, find who is an approved lender in my area. Email me, I'll tell you how to get there, and reach out to them.
Last question. Which county produces the most KHC recipients?
Jefferson.
Whoop, whoop. Jefferson County.
Jefferson County.
Yep.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up. We'd like to thank everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it out there. We're here to tell our stories and to educate the public on good products such as the KC loans. We'd like to thank Ms. K. Smith.
Thank you, Kay.
Thank you for taking your
having me.
time to kick it with us, and
Yeah.
and hopefully, you say your son plays ball. My son plays as well, so hopefully, we'll see you on the hardwood. And,
Mine's graduating.
oh, is it? Oh, NIL, a little money.
He definitely wants to play college ball. We're still working through that. But
That's
Okay,
good.
all right. Well, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Look, is it guard, center?
Guard.
All right, all right, all
That's
right. Whoop, whoop. What?
Thank you all very much. String the keys.
Right.
We'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.